pare down enough that it's worth it? Is the style worth me not taking everything I need? That's the question, and we're going to have to figure that out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for finding me and staying. If you have been here before, thanks for coming back. My name is Bram. I post videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays talking all about luxury fashion, shopping, with a little bit of kitchen glitter and a bunch of high street stuff as well. So if those are things that interest you, then I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and become part of my growing YouTube family. So today I actually have the first unboxing of the year. I have I have quite a few things on the way, but this came in last night, and I have told you guys I didn't get. Let me preface it by saying I didn't get home until very late last night, so it was the only reason that I could hold out and wait to open this box this morning with you guys, because otherwise, I took a peek at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But typically I cannot wait at all. So so that's why I figured let me get this done first thing in the morning and show you guys what I got. So this is the first unboxing of the year. It is not a typical brand for me, but I am venturing out a little bit. I have attempted to purchase from this brand quite a few times. I had a bag back in like 98, I think, that I wore to death from this brand. It's no suspense here. It's Coach. I had a bucket bag, like a neoprene bucket bag that I loved more than anything in the world in 98. My aunt and uncle gave it to me for my 17th birthday, I think. And I wore that thing until it was like completely falling apart. Since then, I don't think I've had another Coach bag to be honest. I tried to purchase myself the little silver Tabby 20 recently, but it had like a strange sheen on it because I do like the Tabby style. I tried the Brooklyn style. I did buy that in that big one, the 39. I bought that in a black. Black is not my color, so it didn't. I brought it back. Even with the chains and stuff, it wasn't my thing. I wasn't going to use it. I did go take a look at the Empire bag everybody has been wearing and looking for. I liked it in the burgundy, like everybody else did, I'm sure. I also liked it in the navy. I saw it in store. It was just too big. If I went to an office every day and I had to carry around my laptop and all that stuff, then absolutely, I can see how it is convenient. But for me to have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 things I carry just kind of like, flying around in there and like ricocheting off the sides of the bag makes zero sense. So that went back. In doing some other research for another video that will be out, I guess, a few days after this one, I'm putting it together now. I was looking at kind of like the trends, right, for 2025. And one of the trends is this color that I'm going to unbox. So when I went to go look for pictures for you guys to kind of give you some ideas of what you could buy that would be like a good use of the trend and would also be something that is like sustainable and you can have for a long time, this bag came up. Now, I think I've mentioned on this channel before, I love this whole new try before you buy thing on Amazon. If you guys haven't tried it out before, it's so worth it. In my opinion, you get the item home and you don't have to pay for it for 7 days. You decide if you want to keep it and then you go from there. I've actually bought quite a few things. I've kept a few. Excuse me, guys. I have a little bit of allergies today. I've kept a few, but I've also returned quite a few. And obviously, as long as you haven't worn it, it's in original packaging and all of that stuff, you don't get charged for it. So I have done that before. And I think it's convenient because obviously you get it home without tying up your money. You get it home, especially on like a little bit more pricey things, especially through Amazon. You get it home, you try it on with your outfits, you see if you like it, and you see if it works in your wardrobe, if you're able to style it, whatever. I also have, actually, I was going to wait to do this video, but I have another pair of boots coming from the Try Before You Buy tonight, which I will, maybe I'll add on to the end of this video and show you guys that as well. That is a big maybe. For whatever reason, they had my size, but it wasn't Try Before You Buy, and I was just kind of like, I mean, if I have the option. So I got a half a size up, thinking maybe I'll wear it with socks or whatever. So we'll see how those go, but those are super cute too. But this is what you came to see. So like I said, it's actually in the box this time. So I did open it, but it is in the box. And it came a little bit more packaged than this, but I removed kind of the outer paper because I had to just like see the color and stuff. So this is the bag. So it is Coach. Oops. It does come in this, sorry, I hope that's not too loud. It does come in this Coach plastic bag, and kind of just to keep everything like all together. It did have a little bit more like padding around it, but again, that's been removed because I wanted to see the color last night. I have no patience. I have no patience. All right. So it is this Coach Tabby 20. It is obviously the puffy version. I know that there's a few versions. Now, I'm not, Coach experts don't come for me. I am not a Coach expert. Like I said, the last Coach bag that I had and kept was over 20 years ago. So yeah, it comes like this, but now we're going to remove all of this stuff and try it on. So you can do that with Try Before You Buy. You can, like take off the little pieces and stuff so you can get a real idea of how it is going to look on you. So, and I believe that, I'm assuming that they repackage it when and if you send it back. I'm hoping to possibly keep this if it works for me. I'm a little concerned about keeping Coach. I think Coach is beautiful. Let me preface it by saying I think Coach has incredible leather. I mean, like this bag, seriously, for like under $400, it's pretty incredible in terms of quality. I already took a look in terms of quality and leather and color saturation, all of that stuff. But am I a Coach girl? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be something that I reach for? I mean, that is like, a legitimate question in my opinion. And it's not about being like snobby or whatever. It's just like my personal style. Am I going to reach for Coach? I don't know, but I keep trying. I keep trying. I keep obviously picking up these things that are like, all the like rage. I don't know. That's such an old-fashioned way of saying it, but I do keep on trying to pick up these bags that are, oh, you know what? I take that back. I did have a Coach bag, and actually a freaking amazing, like peach colored Coach bag back in, I bought it from, what is that store that went out of business? Oh, Lord and Taylor go out of business. I think for the most part they did. They might be online now, but they did go out of business. Anyway, I got a Coach bag from them probably 10 years ago that I wore a lot. And that one was really, really cute. But that was before, I want to say that was before the Tabby and all of that stuff, because it was definitely like a totally different shape. But I did love that, and I did wear that when I used to go into an office. So I'm just taking all the stuff off of this so we can get a really good idea of how this looks. And we're going to try it on with my outfit today. So there's a million ways I think that you can style this bag. I think the Tabby is like a perfect size because it can be dressed up, it can be dressed down. It is, especially the 20, at least for me, feels like it's a really good size just for like an everyday errand type of bag. You can wear it top handle, obviously, right? Which I think is super, super cute. And for me, who loves a crossbody, it is perfect. It comes with this long crossbody strap. So it's the same size as the silver. So the silver, I thought, like, I was looking for a mirror finished bag. The silver was phenomenal. but there was a strange, and I actually purchased two, hoping that it would be different the second time, but there was kind of like a strange sheen on it, just in certain spots. So it wasn't like exactly silver. It kind of had like a rainbow-ish sheen. And that bag was like was a flat mirror. So it was not the padded version of the Tabby. So let's just adjust this a little bit. I like a little bit of a higher crossbody. And I'm going to show you the inside and all of that stuff. So it is, like I said, it is the Tabby 20, which means that I want to say it is 20 centimeters. I'm assuming that that's what that means, across. And kind of like, you know, the Speedy, how it's like the 30, the 25, the 20, whatever. I don't want to take off all of the packaging on here because I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but we're going to take off what we need to in order to try it on correctly. Okay, so comes with a long body strap, long crossbody strap. It has all silver hardware. It comes with this, even the tag is padded, which I think is cute. So the attention to detail is definitely spot on. I know people are like, love this bag. I've seen it. It comes in like great colors. Green is one of my favorite colors. I love green. I figured I'd wear green today to show you that green, like this, is sort of like a neutral. I guess it depends on your personal wardrobe, but for me it's sort of a neutral. I think it will go with most things in my wardrobe, but it can go with other shades of green. It can go with blues. It can go with black, white, pink. I mean, you know, the color of the season, according to Harper's, was it? I looked at two different things. So like I said, we're going to have that video, but I referenced the sources that I used for, you know, what's going to be coming in 2025, besides like just looking at runway stuff, is Harper's Bazaar and Glamour. And it might have been Glamour that said that pistachio is one of the colors for the fall, for the spring, summer. And I love pistachio. I love mint green. Most shades of green, like, I love. So yeah, so this is definitely a good one. And let's take a look. So on the inside, it is all, so it has this clasp closure. It says Coach on there, and it has this big clasp there. So it definitely, like, you can hear the snap when it closes. So extremely secure, I would think. Let's take out all of this stuff. All right, so it has, yeah, they pad this thing good in here. It is a very soft leather, but doesn't seem, I mean, it's not like a lambskin or anything. It's probably a goat skin. I'd have to look that up. But if I wanted to guess, just because it feels hard wearing. So it does have 3 pockets. So it has your back pocket with your Coach label. It has your center zip pocket here, which here is your Coach tag and the little dust bag they have hidden in here. And then we have the front. So definitely a phone is going to fit. I'll show you that in a second. I film on my phone, so I can't show you it immediately, but I do have an extra phone here that I'm going to show you. So now I personally, oh, this isn't even, okay. So all of this is just kind of like, if you can see, I'm not going to undo all of that until I'm sure that I'm going to keep it. But typically I wear my crossbodies this way, and I would put this on the back because I don't like how, I like it to look a little bit sleeker in the front so that it doesn't have the buckle on the front. But let's take a look at what this looks like. Excuse the room. We're watching Amelia Rose. Let me see if I can get a good shot for you guys. Okay. All right. So this is on. Now I'm 5'5", and I'm obviously very curvy. So this is, now I do have a little bit, remember, it would be a little bit shorter. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this correctly for you. So this is on the shortest of the crossbodies, and that's actually honestly how I would wear it because I do like it to be a higher crossbody. And this is how it looks. Let me see if I can get you a full body shot. Yeah, so that is how it looks. And then the other option obviously is as a little handheld. So I think it's a perfect little size. Let's see how the phone fits. So I just upgraded my phone, but I have yet to take this back to the store. So I'm gonna open this. Yeah, and there's quite a bit of force that you have to put into opening it. And if you can see, this is the 14 Pro Max, and it fits in there completely with a ton of extra room. So no concerns on fitting a phone there. My only issue, I think, with this bag is that there is not a little back pocket, which I think would make it. Personally, I don't like having my phone so like bundled up and you know, like locked away from me. I like to have it in like a back pocket, unless I'm wearing clothes with pockets, and then I literally will just put it in the pockets. Let's sit back down. So, yeah. So because yeah, I don't like to. I literally check my phone all the time, or I'm filming something or whatever. So I don't love to have it just like unaccessible, like just And I like to be able to get it quickly, access it quickly. So yeah, so guys, this is the bag. I don't know. You tell me what you think in the comments. Like I said, I know that Coach has diehard fans, and I can definitely see why. I mean, it is a really cute, great bag. I love that it's monochromatic. I love that it's like that pillow look. I think that we had a moment with the pillow, but I don't think pillow is like really going anywhere. I think that it's just like a great classic at this point. I think that the Tabby is a classic at this point. I mean, obviously, it's just a little flat bag. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so I am going to kind of style it with a bunch of stuff, see what everything else fits in here. Let me show you my actually, let me go grab a few things and show you what else fits in here. Okay. So I have all the stuff that I would use just as like on a daily basis here. So let me show you. First and foremost, phone, like what I said I would never keep it in here, but obviously it fits. I have my key clay, and I have my car keys attached to that. So that's, yeah, that'll fit. All right, that'll fit there. All my stuff is not going to fit, that's for sure. Now, like I said, for me, I'm not putting my phone in. If you do put your phone in, you're probably fitting a key clay, unless you maybe do like a smaller, I don't have one handy, but if you do like a small, yes, I do. Hold on. So I got this from my essay one year for Christmas present. So if I did not use my normal, I could put the key clay in, and I mean, obviously, then you have a ton of extra space. And then let's just say these are car keys or keys or whatever, that would fit perfectly separately. AirPods, that would fit with no problem. What else do I put in? A little hand sanitizer, that would fit. Gum. Now let's open up the middle pocket and take out all that stuff. All right, so we have gum in there and a lip gloss. And Yeah, lip gloss is questionable. You might have to choose between the gum and the lip gloss. Let's see if I could find a spot for it. You're definitely, no, I found a spot for it. You're definitely playing a little bit of Tetris here. So all of that stuff, you can definitely fit in, and let's just make sure you can close it. Now, if you do not need your phone in your bag, then you can definitely get your key clay. I'm going to actually switch that out and show you, because that is what I carry. That is the most important thing that needs to fit into the bag for me. So we have the key clay in there, and the other, okay, everything else is in there. The other thing that I usually carry around with me is my, no, this might not fit. So if I fit my key clay, then I don't carry my keys, but I do carry my Dior lotion. That fits fine. And let's see, like I said, it's a little bit of kind of adjusting things. Yeah, if you do, I don't know, AirPods for me are not necessary. Well, sometimes they're a necessity, not always. You have to pick and choose. I think that's the answer with this bag. It's not going to fit everything. You have to pick and choose. For me, I would, my key clay is the most important. Lip gloss is the most important. Hand sanitizer. And honestly, typically my sunglasses, because it is usually sunny here. So if I kind of move stuff around, then yeah, I can fit my sunglasses. I can fit this, my key clay, my car keys, my gum, my lip gloss, and actually, if I move my gum, I can probably fit my, if I move my gum, I can definitely fit my hand sanitizer. And then, yeah, that's it. So yeah, you're definitely going to have to play a little bit of Tetris, and you are going to have to pick and choose wisely based on where you are going. But fits a bunch, fits what you need. I think that what happens with this bag is obviously the fact that it is quite squishy, and the bag itself takes up more space because it is so pillowy. It looks like it holds more than it does. But you can get your essentials in here. It really just depends on what your essentials are and how big they are. So that being said, this is definitely one that I'm going to have to think about. I think if this middle pocket didn't exist, I would like it better, just because then you can kind of move things around a little bit better in here. I think when you are when it's so strict and you have to choose, you don't have the choices, then it's a different story. I don't have the option to move something this way versus that way or whatever, just because everything is kind of set aside. The spaces are strict in their offerings, basically. So, however, beautiful bag. Feels extremely soft and smooth. And it's definitely something that I'm going to think about. I'm going to update you guys in the next video on whether I have a week. So I have a week to try to style it and take it out of the house. And if that doesn't go well, then it goes back. But we're at a 50-50 right now. So yeah, based on the look alone, I would keep it. Based on if I'm going to use it because it is Coach and I'm just not a Coach girl yet, then that's questionable. And just the fact that I'm probably going to have to pick and choose through all of my necessities what actually needs to be brought outside of the house. And last thing, but when I do have to choose and get that bare bones with my accessories, then I typically take something even smaller, or I'll literally just walk out with my key case. So if I have to go that far in the other direction of not taking things, then I literally just don't take things. So the question is like, am I going to be able to just like pare down enough that it's worth it? Is the style worth me not taking everything I need? That's the question, and we're going to have to figure that out. So stay tuned till next time. But in general, beautiful color, beautiful bag, beautiful craftsmanship, beautiful quality. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Anyway, if you guys have stayed this long, thank you for watching. If you have not yet, please, like, what are you waiting for? Please, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I am enjoying making these videos, but it really, really means a ton if you go ahead and support and subscribe, because it literally costs you nothing, like zero, nothing. Costs you nothing. It means the world to me, and I'm trying to grow the channel, so I would appreciate it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.